Nancy Mace is a difficult individual to watch. She is a whiner and loves to victimize, and then when she's called out for victimizing people, she plays the victim. She was for Trump, then she was against Trump, and now she's for Trump again. She'll do and say anything as long as it continues her access to power, her adjacency to power. She's just vile and sinister and shitty, without a doubt. And yesterday she was on a panel on Abby Phillip, her show on CNN. It's Phillip with a P, with no S. And it ended up being a pile-on because of her racist, just nonsense. At this point, if you're still mispronouncing Kamala Harris's name wrong, it's because you're intending to do so. It's a form of disrespect. It's a form of delegitimizing the Vice President of the United States and what we hope to be, very likely will be, if all goes well, the first female president of the United States. The first black woman president of the United States. And yesterday on CNN, I'm going to play two clips for you. One, they're coming out of a clip talking about some weird black lady who runs a Confederate memorabilia shop and acts like it's a badge of honor to run it. Just, you know, one of these characters who's making a name for themselves, going against the grain and in service to white supremacy, carrying water for white supremacy. It's probably where Candace Owens going to end up, owning some Confederate memorabilia shop in rural Virginia somewhere. And that's where this clip picks up. And Michael Eric Dyson takes her to task for repeatedly mispronouncing the name of Kamala Harris, among other things. Watch this.
Michael.
That sounds like self-hatred and justification of white supremacy. And let me just say this, because this Congresswoman is a wonderful human being, but when you disrespect Kamala Harris by saying you will call her whatever you want, I know you don't intend it to be that way. That's the history and legacy of white disregard for the humanity of black people.
So now you're calling me racist.
I didn't say, I just said you weren't a
BS.
racist.
That is complete
You don't have to intend racism to accomplish
you are intending that
Your
I am
disrespect
racist,
of Kamala
and
Harris
that
is part and parcel of a
and
tradition of disrespect.
It's offensive,
Congresswoman,
and it's
why can't you just...
offensive.
I'm not calling you a racist. I'm
No,
telling you what the practice is racist.
You are. You absolutely are.
Let me get
in here.
No, what's disgusting is your disrespect of her.
Professor,
this gentleman said, I didn't know her name. He's trying to do it.
Is her disrespect of women. She doesn't know what a woman is. And if 25 years ago,
white women don't have the ability to tell black women who paid the price of blood to make this country what it is, to tell them they're not real women.
25 years
ago, care for your babies
25 years ago, I became the first woman to graduate from the Citadel, the military college of South Carolina. I fought my way through it.
So pronounce her name right.
Let me actually
pronounce her name right.
Kamala Harris. If
Kamala.
You
said this.
We're not calling you Nancy.
It's Kamala. You're doing this on purpose, Congresswoman.
That's disrespectful.
You can't expect people to respect your service if you don't respect
and walked that stage 25 years ago, she would have said she would have taken that achievement away from women.
Professor Dyson, let me get in here because I want to play one more bit from Ellie's piece because it does have something to do with this, believe it or not.
So Nancy Mace, who wants to tout her education and qualifications, she's not pronouncing the name correctly because Kamala Harris doesn't know what a woman is. So she's admitting she's making a choice to mispronounce her name. It got worse, much worse. Abby Phillip actually lost control of the panel and had to cut to the next show while they were all yelling over her. And it's pretty much the entire panel attacks her, justifiably so, because Nancy Mace is a racist. Michael Eric Dyson may not have been willing to say it. I am. She is racist, MAGA trash. Watch this.
I certainly take that, but I'm wondering.
And a lot of rich history comes out of my district in South Carolina that I'm deeply proud of.
With respect.
Trump injecting Vice President Harris's race and then suggesting that she's not actually black. Why is he doing that? Should he stop?
Well, I mean,
yes or no?
I didn't hear him say it. I didn't hear what he said about her race. I am not going to weigh in on her race. As a woman,
He did say it.
Okay, well, as a
definitely
woman,
said it.
I want to weigh in.
She turned black, he said. He said she was raised Indian. Now she was Indian, all he knew. Now she turned black.
She's of mixed race, she's of mixed race.
He said that to the National Association of Black Journalists.
Right.
He went to, and he said at the same event where he said he'd done more for black people than any president in history.
I guess here's the thing.
When he was president, wages for women were better than they've been in a long time. Wages for blacks were better than they've been in a long time.
The lowest black unemployment rate in history. It happened under Joe Biden.
He did a lot of good.
Let me just finish this to both of you.
From all walks of the country.
This doesn't take that much courage, honestly, to just say that was out of bounds.
I don't know what he said. I didn't see
He
the
said that she
on.
turned black. He questioned whether she was really black. I don't think that's that hard to say. That's out of bounds. Can you say that?
I mean, I didn't say it, and I would not
just
say it.
Yes. Just say yes. Just say yes.
I just
Guys,
said
Then they connect that to your inability to pronounce her name.
We are out of time.
It's a very.
We are out of time.
It's a cult. They won't say anything that goes against the
cult.
cult. Yes, you are. You are a cult member.
Are you kidding me?
It's a cult.
I have a diverse
If you won't speak out
prime.
against the cult member, you're a cult. The cult leader is Donald Trump.
We are out of time at the
fact that
table.
you talk to
Thank
women
you.
this way is ridiculous.
You just talked about a black
being
woman that
here.
way.
Right.
In what way?
Thank you for
She
being
doesn't
here
know
at the
what a
table.
woman is.
Thank you for
She doesn't know
watching
what a
at
woman
home.
If you were listening, you may want to rewind. As Abby Phillip is trying to wrap up, desperately trying to move on and cut to the next show, transition to the next program, Nancy Mace is saying that, how dare you talk about a woman this way? She's again trying to be the victim here while she is being a vile, sinister racist in service to Trump. Also, it should be noted that the question asked her was, should Donald Trump stop all of this racist trash? Should he stop? Should he stop? And she says, oh, I didn't see that. Then why the f*** are you on the panel, Nancy Mace? You're there to talk about it. You walk in knowing what the topic's going to be. That's how it works. It's not just what are we going to talk about today? All right, let's talk about this. You go in knowing. Do your research. Well, no one believes that she doesn't know what's going on, that she didn't see those particular reports or the very footage itself at the National Association of Black Journalists. She's a liar. She's a racist. She's a grifter. She is wanting to sidle up to power or attain as much of it for herself as she can. And she'll blow whichever the wind goes. For Trump, against him, now for him again. It's gross. But she's a member of the cult as much as she pushes back against it. She is a cult member, a coward cult member. Anyway, what do you think? I would love your participation in this conversation. You can click the comments below and have a conversation there. You can also call and leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me as always daily at dollemore.com. I would appreciate it if you would consider supporting this work, helping me reach the ears and eyes that I do on a monthly basis. You can click the join button below, become a channel member for $2 a month. You can also go over to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. Same rules, $2 a month. It's an entry point, helps a lot in producing this show. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. And I will see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.